How's it going, guys? Akira here, and today I want to show you guys four Nintendo Switch games I highly recommend you guys playing. So the Nintendo Switch, obviously, you guys know it's an amazing console. It's been going on for almost 9 years now, and with just the announcement of the Switch 2, I was thinking, maybe I could recommend you guys, some Switch games that you guys might want to play before the Switch 2 comes out. Or maybe you guys can play these Switch games on your Switch 2 since, it's backwards compatible. Backwards compatible. But yeah, so I have four games here. And yeah, the first one here we have is Slime Rancher Portable Edition. So Slime Rancher, I know that it came out back in the day on the Xbox One and on the PS4. And then they had the regular Slime Rancher, and then a while after, I believe it came out with like a deluxe edition or a definitive edition, something along those sorts. And then a while later, we had the portable edition, which correct me if I'm wrong, I believe this one has all the content that was added, from the deluxe edition on the PlayStation and Xbox, and it's all into one package. And yeah, if you guys don't know, this is a game where you basically, you shoot, some slimes, and you basically farm them and stuff along those lines. And this is just one of those games that's just very fun and relaxing, and you don't have to put too much thought into it. So you can just sit back, relax, maybe, listen to some music, or, hear a podcast while you're playing, and just, unwind from a stressful day. This is definitely one of those games, I've had lots of fun with it. I'm still currently playing through it, so I have not finished everything that is, that there is to the game. But yeah, I highly recommend, Slime Rancher Portable Edition. Up next, we have Neptunia and Senran Kagura Ninja Wars, right? Yes, Ninja Wars. So this basically is a crossover of the Neptunia and Senran Kagura games. If you guys don't know, Senran Kagura games are basically like a sort of hack and slash action type games. And the Neptunia games are, these RPG style games, akin to like, stuff like, like Dragon Quest and stuff like that. And obviously, Senran Kagura is known for like, the waifus and, all the beautiful women in the game, the ninjas. So, they had a crossover, and then, we had Neptunia Senran Kagura. I know a lot of people, they don't like how in the PS4 version, ironically, it was slightly censored due to, at that time, I know the CEO of PlayStation, he was very like going crazy into censoring games. And usually, obviously, PlayStation and Xbox were known as the ones that the games would not be censored, and usually the Nintendo version was the censored one. But then, Jim Ryan at the time, he was basically turning PlayStation, and he was just censoring anything that had to do with like Japanese stuff. So, this game, obviously, since, these ninja ladies, they're very attractive, so they usually have like big breasts and, some revealing outfits. He would censor a lot of that stuff. And ironically, the Nintendo Switch version is actually the one that's uncensored. So it's crazy how the roles swapped there. But yeah, regardless of it, I guess this would be the definitive edition to get it, either in here or on Steam. And knowing me, I playing it on the Steam Deck, I bet it would be like amazing. But yeah, regardless, yeah, I would highly recommend. It's just a fun time. It's a fun game. It's nothing, too deep or like with a crazy story, but if you just want to have a fun time, I highly recommend Neptunia, Senra Kagura Ninja Wars. But yeah. Up next here we have a fan favorite of mine. We have Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania. So this game is basically a, how do you call it, a reimagining and a collection of Super Monkey Ball 1, 2, and Deluxe. Super Monkey Ball 1 and 2 obviously came on the GameCube, and Super Monkey Ball Deluxe came out on the OG Xbox and PlayStation 2. And then, so after the PS Vita and the 3DS Super Monkey Ball game, Super Monkey Ball took a hiatus about 9 years, I want to say, from like 2011, 2012, all the way to like 2019. And then when they came back with the remake of Banana Blitz on that's the Wii game. They came back and they remade it in HD, and those platforms, Xbox One, PS4, and Switch. And then that game did well that I guess it greenlit another Super Monkey Ball game, and this is basically a reimagining of 1, 2, and Deluxe. And this also you can play it on Xbox One, Xbox Series X, PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, PC, and Switch. And I think this is one of those games that I highly recommend. Now, here's the thing though. If you play your Switch mostly portable, I would say, make sure you don't have any sort of Joy-Con drift, because playing Monkey Ball with Joy-Con drift is a nightmare. Trust me, I've had to deal with it. So unfortunately, I don't play it as much on the Switch anymore. I usually just play it on the PlayStation or on Steam Deck if I want to play it portable. But regardless, this is an amazing Switch game, and I highly recommend. And it's a fun time. It's a very good party game. Grab lots of friends and you guys just play the mini games, or just play the regular, the Super Monkey Ball, the main mode. And regardless, you're gonna have a blast. This is definitely one of those games that I think it deserves it. It deserves a spotlight. It deserves the sales this get. And you can check out the new one, Banana Rumble. That one is very good as well. And then last, we have one of my other fan favorite Nintendo franchises of all time. Usually people call me a weird Nintendo fan because typical Nintendo fans, their favorite games are like Mario, Zelda, Metroid, Pokemon. If you were to ask me what were my favorite Nintendo games, it would be none of them. It would be stuff like Kid Icarus, Fire Emblem, and Xenoblade. Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition. This is basically an HD remaster / remake of the original Wii game. And that one, obviously, since the Wii was never in HD, obviously it looks kind of rough. It looks like an early PS2 game, which obviously there's nothing wrong with that. It's just, for, I guess, a newer audience who don't want to go hunt a Wii and then maybe hook it up, with composite, and then maybe their new TV doesn't have composite, only has HDMI, and at that option is too much of a hustle, or has too much of a hassle, excuse me. They can always get the Switch version, the Definitive Edition, and I think this is the best way to play the game. I know that there are some instances from comparisons and the ways they do tiny things. Like I've heard that in some gameplay mechanics and cutscenes, the Wii did it slightly better or different, and this, but regardless, I know that without those tiny nitpicks here and there from what I would hear, this is definitely my favorite version of playing the game. To be honest, I don't remember much because I never finished it on the Wii. So, I don't remember much, and I guess I just don't notice stuff like that, the little nitpicks that people say, this version is better than this version, but regardless, I think this is definitely the best version. I know they also have it on the 3DS with Xenoblade Chronicles 3D edition, I believe it's called that, and it was exclusive to the new Nintendo 3DS. I guess if you're a 3DS collector and you want to play it there, you have that option as well. But yeah, this is an amazing JRPG. It's a big game. It's beautiful. It stars Shulk. If you guys know Shulk from, if you've seen him from Smash Brothers, yeah, he originates from this game. But yeah, it's a very epic, fun adventure, and I highly recommend this. And then, once you're done with this, if you want to explore Xenoblade Chronicles 2 and 3 on the Switch, and then the upcoming X, which is the Wii U game now on Switch, you have tons and tons of Xenoblade Chronicles content to play through. But yeah, these are all the 4 games I recommend. Slime Rancher, Neptunia X Senran Kagura, Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania, and Xenoblade Chronicles. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. You guys have any Nintendo Switch game recommendations you guys want to let me know and let the people know? Switch is one of those consoles that I want to play more of it, but certain things limit me and make me not want to play it. Like I mentioned before, Joy-Con drift is the biggest thing, and also the frame rate of a lot of games that are they run 30 frames per second or lower, because to me frame rate is more important than graphics. So like I've mentioned it before, I'd rather play a game that's 720p 60 frames per second and it's a smooth frame per second than a game that's like 4K with 30 frames per second and it's like dropping frames, stuff like that. That's just me. I prefer frames per second. But regardless, yeah, let me know any Switch games. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Help me reach 1,000 followers, as it'll greatly help me. Peace out, guys.